What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and we are coming to you shortly after the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals game of AFC divisional foes pair off against each other. Coming in, Steelers came in. I was coming in at 8-3. The Bengals are coming in at 4-7. But AFC foe, like I said, the Steelers are on a gauntlet of a schedule right now, playing the third of their fourth consecutive divisional games. Yes, they come into Pittsburgh, they come into Cincinnati, and they get a W. Yes, they get a W, beating Cincinnati in a shootout, 44-38. Yes, who would have ever thunk it? Here we go. The Pittsburgh Steelers scored 44 points with Russell Wilson at the helm, Mike Tomlin. And this game did not get up to start. Let's talk about the game summary real quick, give you the updates and tell you what happened, how the scoring happened, and I'll give you my thoughts on what everybody did and so forth. But with that being said, Steelers defense get a stop on the first possession of the game. Okay, I say okay, we did a good job making Joe Burrow dump the ball up short, punt it. In that ensuing possession that we have, what do you know happens? Driving the ball down the field, Russell Wilson drops back. He's looking to his right. Those are George Pickens. George Pickens is battling with Cam Taylor-Britt, very physical corner. He's got benched a couple times this year, but he kind of grabs him. George Pickens falls down, and when that happens, Russ is already throwing it. So at that point, it's a timing route. So then he throws it. That's a pick six. The Cincinnati is up. 7-0. And then after the initial play happens, you tell George Pickens was frustrated with the refs a little bit, but he even told Mike Tomlin pulled him over, had a conversation with him, and whatever he said worked. So they jot on the field. George Pickens scores on a 17-yard screen pass to the left-hand side. Toe touches the sideline and ends up scoring. There we have it. We're tied up 7-7. And Joe Burrow driving down the field. It's a 3rd down and 2. Scramble to his right, throws a where nobody else can get it but T. Higgins, and he catches it for a first down, which leads to Chase Brown back-to-back big runs, and he had a 40-yard run down to the 1, gets it in, eventually scores 14-7. Steelers got gashed right there in the run game. So that wasn't great. So he had 45 yards in that one series. And then in this game, Steelers get the ball back. They're down 14-7. Rush drives on the field, throws a seam route to Calvin Austin, very similar to the play last week against Cleveland. We threw it right down the seam. And Calvin Austin's been a playmaker for us, and Russ loves to throw him the ball, almost like a Tyler Lockett kind of guy. So 14-14. Joe Burrow again drives on the field again. Here we go. It's 21-14 as he finally finds Jamar Chase on a 4-yard touchdown pass. Then Steelers drive the ball back down the field. Can you imagine? Najee Harris 10-yard touchdown as they score again. It's 21-up, and here's where the game starts to change a little bit. Bengals are driving down. They're keeping them moving the ball. We just cannot seem to stop them. T.J. Watt comes and beats the Stars again. He comes, strip sack, Joe Burrow again. What do you know? Steelers eventually get a field goal. And then right before the half, Steelers get a punt. They score 27-21 at the half. Yes, 21-27 at the half. This would normally be a full game for these teams normally when they play, not this high scoring. Guys, 48 points at halftime. So I'm liking the Steelers are going to come out and get the ball to start their second half and really try to put this game away. So after a nice play from George Pickens, from Russell Wilson, George Pickens, he gets another unsportsmanlike conduct. He had 2 in his game. He almost got ejected. He could have. He's lucky. George, like I say, he wears his emotion on the sleeve as receiver. But hey, that leads to a field goal attempt, and then what happens is it's blocked. So Steelers lose momentum. And from that moment on, the Steelers are fighting back, and they're trying to hold on to this lead. And they end up giving a field goal up on that next possession. And by the way, Calvin Austin is knocked out in that before the second half. He took a couple big hits. The first drive of the game, he got smoked in the rib cage by Jermaine Pratt. Then the one play right before the half on the outright, he gets smoked by Cameron Britt-Taylor. And let's mind you, Calvin Austin is not a very, very big guy. So say he's out with the hair injury. Hope he's not a concussion. We'll see. Mike Tomlin will tell later in the week as we get prepared for Cleveland. But Steelers are out another receiver. So, like I said, with that being said, so Steelers end up after the field goal up 27-24. Russ is driving down the field again. He scrambles to his right, finds Ferrari move, just gets away from the defense, scores 34-24. All right. Then next drive, driving down, the Steelers find a way, pick it off after it goes off T. Higgins' hands, Dante Jackson for the pick. Joe Burrow was killing us all night in the short passing game. Then, this is when the game really breaks open. Nick Herbig, who's had a great season so far. Comes up with a forced fumble, knocks the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands, recovered by Peyton Wilson for a defensive touchdown. So at this point, we have 2 defensive touchdowns at this game. But let's get to it real quick. They drive down the field again, get a T. Higgins touchdown. Steelers come down, get a field goal. So they're 44-31. And just like 6 minutes left. They drive down, get a Jamar Chase breaks off a big run. And if the Bengals in the score and get an onside kick. And there you go. And what happens is Justin Fields runs the ball in the read option on a crucial down, runs the clock out. And early in that quarter, Van Jefferson had a huge catch. So guys stepped up when the Steelers found a way to hold off, winning 44-38. Russell Wilson in this game, phenomenal. He looked like the Russ in Seattle when they were let Russ cook. He was 29 for 38 for 414, 3 touchdowns. And the one pick, I'll give him a caveat. It wasn't really his fault. Najee Harris does his thing. He had 16 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. George Pickens, 3 catches, 74 and a touchdown. We did what we needed to do. Russ spread the ball all around the field. And this was the game where Arthur Smith really let him open up and let him do his thing. Call his own audibles, change the plays around, and do what he needed to do to get this win. Like I said, George Pickens, 3 catches. Pat Freiermuth, 6 catches. Jalen Warren, 4 catches. Najee, 6 catches. Van Jefferson, 1 for 43, which was a big play that led to a field goal. Cordell Patterson, 3 for 37. Najee, on that first drive, on that early drive in the game, went out for a little bit. Calvin Austin, 2 catches before he got out of the game. Even Skoranek had a big catch for 23 yards. Darnell Washington, 1 for 10. Michael Pruitt. Guys are just making plays, and Russell's spreading the ball. You can see this confidence growing and growing and growing. He's really grasping his offense, and they are letting him cook. Like I said, threw the ball 29 times, but still ran the ball 26 times. So great balance, even though it seemed like, or it's even 29 receptions. I'm sorry, threw 38 times. They threw it 12 more times, but you can tell Russ is getting in flow in his offense, and it's coming together, especially after those few weeks from that Ravens game, which was, could be one-off, but, offense is coming together. They woke up late in that Cleveland game, and it just carried over after that 10-day rest as they beat the Cincinnati Bengals, whose playoffs hopes are completely dashed, in my opinion. They're a great offensive team, and I just knew from the moment as this game was going on that this was going to be a shootout. There's nothing you could do. Like I said, 520 total offensive yards. Couldn't ask for nothing better. Most since, I believe, 2018. The defense gave up some plays, but they had some crucial turnovers that they forced. 2 forced fumbles on Joe Burrow, 1 interception. Great work, did what they needed to do. They made the plays when necessary to make the plays. So I can't complain. Got to be better. But I know this team was high powered. But this is 82 points, I believe. It's the most points in the NFL game this season. Who thought it would come from my Pittsburgh Steelers? But we'll take it. One thing I do got to talk about the refs in this game was a little crazy. Joey Porter Jr., we talked about it, coming out of Penn State. It's got to be better, man. We talked about him being very handsy, very physical, very aggressive. Just 4 or 5 penalties, 4 penalties I believe he had accepted, but he had 5 or 6. So it's a lot of PIs, being very aggressive. He has good on. We had 9. I know Cincinnati had 11 for 101. We had 9 for 103. We got to fix that. Half of it was on Joey. I know he's going to get better and do better, but he's got to stop getting so handsy. Trust his technique. Get over with the receiver. Go for the ball. Look at where his hands are up. Just don't initially grab. He gets too panicky sometimes. He doesn't need to do that. He's too good of a corner, too elite trait-wise to be able to do that. We got to clean some things up and like I said, get better from that. Like I said, we're 4 for 9 on 3rd down. Ain't really complain. We ran 9 more plays than Cincinnati. So we averaged 7.9 yards per play. That's crazy. So all in all, I'm good. We held Cincinnati. I know they scored 38 points. But really 31 because of the pick 6, but they had 375 total yards. Joe Burrow had 309 yards, but he had 38 attempts. So I'm okay with that. Chase Brown, after that big 40-yard run, we held him pretty good after that. He only finished the game with 12 carries for 70 yards. I know he had the touchdown, and we did about as good as we could do on Jamar Chase, who's on an extreme hot streak right now as he finished with 6 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. Him and T. Higgins are going to do their thing, because T. Higgins had 5 for 69 and a touchdown. So nothing you can really do, but much needed win after that loss, the disappointing trap game in Cleveland, and they didn't let it happen. And I love the way this offense is opening up. Arthur Smith is letting them play and letting them cook. It's the days gone of Matt Canada, much better. This team continues to get better and better and better. And now coming off this week after that 10-day, kind of mini bye week, we needed to get ready. Now we get ready to rest again, and we finally get back home. Yes, and we're gonna get our revenge, and we go home and we take on the Cleveland Browns, who play on Monday Night Football. So they're going to be coming off a short week going into Pittsburgh, coming up next Sunday. So that's even better. They're going to be well more prepared playing this game. There's not going to be a blizzard, I believe. So they'll be ready to go. They'll be well prepared. But a much-needed win puts us at 9-3 atop this AFC North, potentially the top 3 seed in the AFC. Kansas City and Buffalo are playing well as well. So, but right now Baltimore is currently playing. Let me check that score while I'm recording this video. Baltimore is currently playing at home against the Philadelphia Eagles right now in the big game, and that game is currently, what do we have? 9-7 Baltimore with a little over 8 minutes left in the second quarter. So, but right now the Steelers looking good. If Baltimore loses, that puts the Steelers in prime position, especially after the head-to-head matchup. But great win, 9-3, baby. Looking good, man. I'm excited, man. Let's keep it going. Bounce back win, like I said. Go Steelers. Here we go. Play them terrible towels. Hey, it's your boy Adrian. I appreciate all the love and support. Subscribe, love, like my channel. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.